Leaders, on today's meeting, I'm basically going to show you guys how to get started. As we explained on the last video here, I was basically taking you through the tools that you need to get started with augmented reality. So what I'm going to do, I'm basically going to be doing a lot of augmented reality development in Unity. As I've explained that there are a couple of platforms that you can basically do augmented reality stuff that you can learn it from. There is Spark AR. Let me quickly Spark AR. Spark AR. If you wanna publish content that goes directly to, just a quick recap, if you wanna publish content that goes directly to Facebook or Instagram, you wanna build augmented reality for those platforms, please choose Spark AR. You could go through, they got tutorial of their own, so you could watch a couple of those tutorials here in YouTube. And also there is also Lens Studio. There is also Lens Studio that you can be able to use if you want to learn content, if you want to build content for Snapchat and all those kind of stuff. I would say Lens Studio is basically one of the most advanced compared to Spark AR or Effect House that I'm gonna show you. But basically, if you want to do face filters, these platforms are so good for that. You could also come onto their LAN and you can start learning on how to make most of the stuff inside Lens Studio. I sometimes actually prefer to use Lens Studio because it's quite most advanced. And then we got Effect House. So you can come to Effect House that if you want to learn, if you want to build content for TikTok, you could use Effect House. But soon enough, once you start playing with these tools, you realize that they're actually the same thing. They actually look the same. So you learn one tool, you basically gonna understand how the other tool actually work. But for the sake of the videos that I'm gonna do, because some of the products that I'm building, they are already been developed inside Unity, so I wanna be focusing on something that I'm already working on a daily basis, so that whatever skill or tip that I share or frustration that I come across, I can be able to show you guys how did I overcome that. So I'm gonna show you how to quickly set up Unity or install Unity on your PC. Remember I mentioned the requirements for Unity on the last video that we had. Let me quickly get you the requirements for Unity while we are still here. Requirements for Unity, because Unity is so powerful that you can be able to create your own games. I have a dream of creating my own games and stuff like that. That's why I'm playing around Unity. So the fact that it's powerful, you can literally get so much done. The quality, the visuals, they can be much better compared to the platform that I've shown you. But usually in Unity, you can either do web AR or do a native AR app. So for now, I'm still busy with our native apps. Later on, I'm gonna be doing augmentation of this t-shirt. On the next meeting, not on this meeting that we'll be doing augmentation of this t-shirt. So I'll be doing web there. So you get to see a couple of tools. So basically, it's looking anything between i5 upwards, like i5 PC upwards, either running Windows 7 or Windows 10 or Windows 11. I'm also having a MacBook. I think it's the old one, 2015. This one is tired, my man. It's a you unplug that Mac, my man. It switches off. I need to get the M2 one. You guys need to give me more views so that I can make more money, and then I buy the M2 Pro. This one is tired, shame. Yeah, leave it. But anyway, it's still working for me when I'm just publishing content for Apple. Then I'll have to use a Mac. It's important for you guys to know that if you're gonna do iOS development, if you wanna do Vision Pro in the future, all those iOS development, they're gonna require you to have the MacBook. You understand? So it's important. But anyway, without any waste of time, let's come to Unity. Go to unity.com. Big dreams to big success. It all starts here. My man, this is motivating. Already there, you feel like, okay, your life is changing. Game changing tools like Unity. I learned Unity after I built my first game. I used Construct 2 to build my first 2D game. And then after that, I moved to Unity. I was tempted to do Unreal, but my PC of that time, when I was playing with Unreal, it was breathing so hard. My man, yo, that thing, hey, it was sweaty. Yo. So now I decided, like, okay, cool, let's come to Unity. And then when I started to run Unity, it was running nicely and relaxed, more, all those things. So this is Unity overall. You could see what you could do. Revenue, it's important. That's why I'm also doing native apps, because I've realized with social media filters, your Snapchat, your Instagram, you can only monetize if you are working with a client, who's paying you to build a filter. But with Unity, if you are doing native apps, you could sell them as subscription. You could sell them as premium app, or you could use ads to monetize them. But I don't know about ads anymore. But yeah, because people, they don't really like ads. If you follow the ad block thing, people really don't like ads, so this is Unity. This couple of stuff you could do, films in Unity. You could do like couple of stuff on Unity. Please just go to unity.com to actually see what you can do. What I like about Unity, they also have their own courses that you could go through. I'm also a student of these courses, guys. I'm attending these courses. I love the technical art courses because I actually enjoy technical artwork, so I just want to perfect that one so that I become good. And then there are a couple of things that you can check here, but for us to get started, just come to see plans and pricing. We are not on this range as yet of individuals, Unity Pro or Unity Plus. You're not at here. There's Enterprise. We don't actually need these ones as yet, because we haven't yet built those games that have a lot of downloads, or experiences that have a lot of downloads. So we may not really worry about this one. But where we come here is a student and hobbyist. If you're not a student, if you're a student, you can enroll here so that you can get most of the features from Unity. You just have to prove it that you're a student, or you're a teacher who's gonna use this film for education purposes. So there's a benefit for that. But because us here, we are here as personal hobbyists, and we like tinkering and building the stuff, so we can get this one for free. So you can get that one for free and monetize your app, as long as you are not hitting 100k in the last 12 months. So Kibuka 100k in South Africa. Let's check it. 100k in South Africa. Let's see. It's close to 1.8 million. If you didn't make 1.8 million in the last 12 months, don't stress about this. But the only thing that will happen is on your video, when your video starts, it would actually show a watermark says made with Unity. So if you don't mind that, you could still be taking out your project so that more people can play with a project. So we're gonna choose the personal one, say get started. So what it's gonna prompt us to do, firstly, you're gonna have to download what you call a Unity Hub. So Unity Hub, it's something of this nature. These are all the projects that I'm busy or working on, or some are all the tests that I'm busy with, guys. Hey guys, me when I'm sitting here, I just like playing with these things, you know. This is a nice tool. So once you download Unity Hub, which is not really a big size, it's usually like something like less than 10 megabyte or so. Let's see. You can choose which one do you want to download it. Yeah, it's no, I said less than 10 megabyte. It's actually less than 200 megabyte. You can download Unity Hub into your PC, either a Mac, a Windows PC, or a Linux. The instruction there for Linux, I haven't worked on Linux, guys. So once you have downloaded this, then we have to come to the Unity Hub. So on the Unity Hub, you click installs, and then on the installs, then you'll have to go to official releases. All right, you'll have to go to official these are the ones on our PC. Yeah, these are all the apps that the Unity editors, the Unity that I'm using on my PC. Wait, where is it? The Unity that I'm using on my PCs, the editors that I already have. So for you to install the new one, you need to come to install editor, right? Please make sure that you have account with Unity so that you can be able to log in here, and that account would allow you to have the license that you can enable to actually access this. So now from here, I would recommend, because this is the latest one, to download 2.3.4 LTS. You're gonna start to see LTS a lot of time when you're starting with Unity. Basically, FTS means lifetime support or long-time support. It means whatever that you build on that app, that version of the editor of Unity is stable, and it's going to be continuing to support with new updates, you know. So sometimes you always want to make sure that you're on the long-term support because it never changes. Then there's a text stream where Unity would use the version to test the new technology. There, most of the stuff are buggy. It's trial and error. So the golden advice is always to be under long-term support. Then you click install. So this is the most interesting part. Make sure that your PC, you have a lot of space. Né? So the first thing that you have to do, you have to make sure that you got your Visual Studio installed. So what will Visual Studio? This is your IDE where you're gonna start coding if your app requires a bit of coding. So this will actually allow you to start doing the coding, and then afterwards you'll have to choose a platform that you're gonna want to work or build for. So in most cases, if you're working on Unity, and especially mobile and Android, like we're gonna do, mobile, you're gonna have to choose Android and make sure that you select OpenGDK and Android SDK and NDK tools to be installed on a PC. If you are gonna be building on an iOS, as I said, provided that you need to have a Mac for iOS build, you need to install iOS build support. It must be installed. And then tvOS, if you're gonna build apps for tvOS, please select it. Linux support on all those things, please select it. Universal, I think this one is most important. Universal, because now you can build for Windows PCs, tablets, and all that. So you must include this universal build support. WebGL, later stage when we're gonna do a web AR, we're gonna need WebGL support. Please select it. And then Windows build support, if you're gonna just make standard PC apps or games, please select this one, and it could go and include the documentation. So depending on what you have selected, you'll see that how much is required, and you just press load. If you got the internet that is thinking itself like my internet, I think the best advice is to do it at midnight because I've realized that the speed there's no traffic on my internet, so it works well when I'm installing a new Unity um, editor or something. So once you click here, it's gonna continue to install and do all those things. I cannot risk it to do it now because it might make our stream to be 10 hours of stream, guys. We don't want a longer meeting. Who wants a longer meeting either way? So once you have done that, you will go and be set on Unity. So once it's done installing, you have to come under installs, so it will list it here, the app or the editor that you have. So I have different editors here. I need to update this one to the long-term support, because this one is the only one that is not long-term support. But I've got the 2020. I think I need to remove this one because mostly I work inside 2021. And 2019.4, I use it for VR chat. But most of my developments now are currently on 21.3. I need to go to the latest version, 22.3.4. That's where I need to. So once it's done, just make sure that it's selected here, and then you could start your new project on Unity. And this is where we're gonna now start building and doing all those kind of stuff. So this video, I'm gonna stop it right here. Oh, before I stop it, let me show you other stuff that I think that will be important for you to download. So let's quickly go this way. Yeah, I like money's here. So let's go here, Android Studio. Please download Android Studio on your PC because it's gonna work with Unity, especially if you're trying to build for Android apps. So this is gonna act as a wrap. It's gonna put everything nicely for Android phone to understand. So you actually not gonna work inside the studio, but automatically Unity would call Android Studio to actually make your app to be fully packaged for Android Studio. If you're gonna do for Apple iOS stuff, you need Xcode, and Xcode unfortunately only works on a MacBook. I repeat this again, you're gonna need a MacBook for Xcode. So Xcode, it's also gonna act as a wrap to get your app ready for Apple phone. You're not gonna do a lot of coding here, but once you have done building, you'll see now you'll have to click. You'll see as we do more practical stuff, you'll have to click and it will open Xcode, and from Xcode then you can take that file to actually publish it inside. So it's important to have these two software to be installed. If you are on a MacBook, you can install both of them because you know that you're gonna be targeting both Android and iOS. So guys, that's how you get started installing Unity on your devices. And on the next meeting that I'm gonna have with you, I'm basically gonna show you a walk around Unity, and we start to build our first sample augmented reality app from there. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and you guys should continue to build. The scale our Raman, glory building, from that until we meet again. Bye. Leaders, I hope you enjoyed today's meeting, and I hope you learned something, and I hope you're ready to get started and get your hands dirty. Please, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like our videos so that we can get to more people who can find our videos interesting and all that. Until we meet again, let's continue to build.